This book pretty much spells the end of Christie and Alan Gray as a couple. He was her potential love interest early on in the series. He wanted to date her in book 2, but then he was gross in book 10, and nobody forgave him for it. Goodbye, Alan. We'll always remember you as the immature weirdo. Oh, who am I kidding? We're going to forget you immediately, Alan. I only remember you because you have the same last name as me.
Argo Funk Book Review. Argo Funk Book Review.
This book was written by Anne Martin. After the 3 usual chapters of recap, Shannon Kilborn calls Christie with big news. Shannon is still one of the main characters of the series! Crazy, right? Like, the last time she was in a book was book 11. She's been mentioned in every book since, but I think this is the first time she's actually appeared. Welcome back, Shannon! Someone wrote a letter for Christie and accidentally left it on Shannon's porch. It's a love letter with hearts and flowers. The letter is from a mystery admirer who says he wants to go steady with Christie. Shannon starts gushing over how romantic it is.
I was surprised. Shannon is almost as sophisticated as Stacy. She's had millions of boyfriends and gone out on plenty of dates. Plus she gets to wear that makeup. It's hard to believe we're the same age.
It's hard to believe Shannon's been neglected by the series. Just think, we could have had her as the new club member to replace Stacy. Instead, we got Mallory. Christie thinks the letter is a joke from her brother Sam. Shannon thinks it's from Bart, Christie's crush, / pseudo-boyfriend, / bitter baseball rival. Their relationship is, complicated. Christie gets 2 more letters. She talks to Bart so she can figure out if he wrote them or not. She asks him to a Halloween dance, and they decide to have a World Series contest between their baseball teams. It's not actually a series, it's just one game, which isn't any different from normal, but we're giving this particular game a different name, so we can pretend it's extra important. The entire conversation takes place off-screen, by the way. The narrator has a conversation with 3 interesting things going on, and we don't get to see it. We only hear about it afterwards. Christie gets a 4th love letter, and she shows it off to the other girls in the cafeteria. You know who sees the letter? Cookie Mason, the mean girl. Christie remembers last year when Cookie sent anonymous notes to Marianne. I wonder if this will become important at some point. Christie gets more love notes, only these notes are creepy and twisted. Some of them are threatening. Christie's worried, and the Babysitters Club wonders what's going on. Is this a weird prank? Is Bart a psycho? Are these notes from a completely unrelated psycho who's gonna kidnap Christie and hold her for ransom? Shannon and Christie decide the notes are from Bart, who's trying to psych Christie out so her team will lose the World Series. What a jerk! Shannon and Christie refuse to talk to Bart ever again. He eventually shows up at Christie's house demanding an explanation for why everyone's avoiding him. Christie shows him the notes. He admits that he wrote the nice ones, and aw, it's so cute! Christie's crush has a crush on her! I mean, we already knew that because they've dated each other a few times, but now it's been confirmed. We can upgrade them from a kind of couple to unofficial couple. We still don't know who wrote the creepy notes, though. The teams have the World Series game, and Cookie shows up. Even though she hates baseball, she hates Christie, and seriously, why is she here? Christie talks to her, and Cookie quotes the creepy notes, so we know she wrote them. That's exactly what happened the last time Cookie wrote creepy notes. She's not a very good culprit, is she? She keeps giving herself away for no reason. Christie's team wins the World Series because, well, she's the narrator. She and Bart dress up as lobsters for a Halloween dance, and they win a free pizza coupon for most unusual costume. He kisses her on the cheek in front of the whole school. So the ending is happy, romantic, and delicious. Delicious because of the pizza. They got a pizza coupon. I want pizza now. As for Cookie, Christie gets revenge on her by telling everyone at school about her failed scheme. The other students get mad at her for it, and that must be why, at the big dance, Cookie's last name has been changed to Gray. She's so ashamed of what happened, she legally changed her name. Or it's a typo confusing her with Alan Gray. Either way, continuity! The end. Postbook follow-up. Shannon was great in this book. She was interesting. She brought a different dynamic to the group of girls, and it was cute how Buddy Barrett had a crush on her. I hope she comes back instead of disappearing again. It seriously bugs me how we have such a great character who gets ignored all the time. She was just that good in this book. So good she got invited to a Babysitter's Club sleepover. It's gonna be super awkward now when she's not invited to any of the other sleepovers. As for the rest of the book, it's not bad. It's clearly just a rehash of Mary Ann's bad luck mystery, but I like this one better because Christie's not as dopey as Mary Ann is when it comes to getting the letters. I still find it overly convenient that Bart just happened to stop sending letters at the exact same time Cookie started them. But I guess that would have ruined the surprise twist at the end that there were two people sending letters. Or it could have enhanced the mystery, I don't know. Overall, a good book. Shannon was good, and even though the story was recycled, it's different enough to entertain well. Or at least, it's way better than the last time the story was recycled. The pseudo-romance is interesting, and we only had one irrelevant babysitting chapter. I'm gonna score this book 1 point higher than the original book. I give Babysitter's Club number 38, Christie's Mystery Admirer, a 9 out of 10. Wow, that is a generous score. Thanks, Shannon! You give good scores to all the Babysitter's Club books.